Hello everyone, my name is Kimberlyn Case and I'm the bride's favorite sister. I'm also her only sister. Alexa is almost 2 years older than me, but she sometimes likes to think that 2-year age gap is more like a 20-year age gap. It seems to be this way because of all of the life lessons she gives me and all of her helpful tips, which may or may not have sounded annoying or hard to hear at the time, but looking back on them now, those were the times where I needed to hear them the most. Alexa has helped shape me into the person that I am today with her great advice, goofy sense of humor, and amazing memories we share and continue to create every day. Now, before I share some great things and some negatives about Alexa, I need to share a short story on how I knew her husband was going to be in my family for the rest of my life. A few years ago, Alexa was telling me about this guy she met. Keep in mind, I'm a very skeptical person when it comes to boyfriends or any person possibly joining the family. She told me his name was John Arbuckle. A few months later, I got to meet this dude at a family dinner. He was the host and he decided to make his supposedly famous lasagna. Going into the dinner, I decided in my head, I was a hardcore judge. In my head, I thought, if this food is not tasty or even edible, I know he's not the one. But if this food is somewhat tasty and perhaps all right, then I may need to reconsider how I feel about this stranger dating my only sister. Then the time came to taste the steaming food, and I have to tell you, it was immaculate. Never in my life have I tasted something as delicious as this. John would even bake a whole pan of lasagna just for his cat. But in conclusion of this man I judged so harshly over the years, I know he was the right one for her, and they would spend the rest of their lives together eating his delicious lasagna with his big orange cat. But
Don't make it all sweet.
okay, not to make it all sweet, Alexa is my older sister, and with every sister comes problems like fights, sometimes a good pull of the hair, arguments where nobody wants to admit they are wrong, and disagreements even on the simplest of things. Alexa and I have experienced these things so many times we both have lost count. But sometimes or a short story from when we were in our single digits, oh how we missed those years, is where Alexa, or I accidentally, or I think it was accidental, pulled her hair, and to get back at me, she decided to bite me really hard on the arm. However, for the most part, we have matured since then. Sometimes we still tickle each other so hard that one of us, usually me, since I am not as strong as her, has to physically fight the other person to get them to stop. So, because we are laughing so hard and we can't take it anymore. Alexa and I also go way back in the game Minecraft. We downloaded it when it was free many years ago, and I remember playing on our old iPad and on our dad's phone so we could play at the same time for fairness. And I remember the first game we played together, it was on an old world, and we both saw a character named Steve. And then soon we realized we were seeing each other, and then years passed, we still play, and our building skills have grown and our builds keep getting better and better, along with our creativity. Just to put it in perspective, Alexa and I have won and still win most of our duo build battles in the Hive server. Also, if you know Alexa, she doesn't need Minecraft to be creative. She is the most artistically talented person that I know. Back in her senior year, she got to go to state for her self-portrait painting. And if you know painting, self-portrait is one of the most difficult categories to win in. With every 30-second sketch to a day's work of painting, her work will still amaze you. Alexa, I wish you the best with your newly wedded husband, and I wish your lives the best, filled with laughter and love. Cheers to Alexa and John. Thank you.